What's up, world? I was having a conversation with some of my friends down here at school, and you get into one of those deep conversations, and you get to talking about life, and um, you know, African American people, my people, and one of the things that was brought up is that this is not our land. We're not from here. We were brought here. So um, I feel like we need to stop trying to be better, uh, or be better than white people, Caucasian people. I feel like why should we want to be uh, uh, in charge of something that's not ours? Like I said, this is not our land. We were brought here. This is their territory. You know what I mean? Our land is Africa. That's where we're from. That's our land. You know what I mean? And I feel like instead of trying to just be the best that you can, be as good as you can, do what you can to uplift your fellow African American. We're becoming individuals. We're becoming individualized. Everybody's trying to get what they can, um, and not worried about their brother or sister. You know what I mean? And to me, that's one of our that's our biggest problem. I spoke on unity, I think in my last video, and talking to my friends tonight, it made me think about unity again. You know, you I see so many African Americans who look like they've given up, like they're just instead of trying, they'd rather just give up than try. You know what I mean? And I don't see how you can, not try. Like I said, you've been in my last video, you've been given, you have the opportunity, the chance now to, you know, be better. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's definitely not easy out here. It's not easy out here, but I feel like there's two kinds of black people. There are the ones who get stuck in their ways, in their environment, and they conform to it. And then they're the black people that uh, know that that's not gonna get them to where they want to be. It's not gonna benefit them or their families or their future. You know what I mean? And then those are the ones who go out, try to go to school, uh, try to get some kind of career, whether it's trade or whatever. Those are the ones who don't settle. You know what I mean? When I go home and see uh, some of my high school classmates, and I know a lot of you can relate to this. You go home and see some of your high school classmates, and they just look like they're well, those of you that are in college anyway. You go home and see some of your old high school classmates, and they just seem like life has just beat them down so much that they almost can't take it anymore. Like they look like they're at their last, on their last leg, whatever. They're just, and they're trying so hard to get out of that situation or that environment, but they've dug themselves so deep that it's almost impossible. Because as an African American, you really only got, you only get so many opportunities to, try and better yourself. And, all it takes is something simple as get in trouble with the law. You know what I mean? That can ruin your your entire future. You know what I mean? And like I said, I go home and I see these young men, these young black men, whatever, and they're so comfortable with being out here, and they don't see anything beyond their neighborhoods. There's nothing else out here that they can't imagine doing anything else but holding down the block, running around with their boys, whatever like that. And it saddens me because before I came to school, I was that same person. Well, I wasn't that same person, but I was doing what I could to fit in. High school is about fitting in. You know what I mean? You do what you can to be cool. You know what I mean? I happened to get into college, and I get to college and I see all these young black people who are trying to do better for themselves and their futures, and it woke me up. It made me realize that you're not alone. There are others out here that decided to go the opposite route. The route that sometimes it seems like it's the harder, the tougher route, the route that's a cop out, I guess, whatever. But it's a smart one. You know what I mean? College is the smarter route, and I just want my brothers and sisters to realize that whatever situation you're raised in or you're currently in, if just trying to be better, will go a long way. You know what I mean? We're not all going to be rich or famous or live in luxurious houses and drive expensive cars, but you can live a better life than what you're living in now if you just try. And I encourage my brothers and sisters to try and, like I said, come together. Let's uplift one another. Let's stop being each other's enemy, because we're all we got. Like I said, we've come so far, and to now be able to have these opportunities that we have now, to not take advantage of those opportunities is just it's sad. It's a mistake, because I know our ancestors would have killed and have killed to have what we have right now. You know what I mean? So I preached about it in my last video, but in this video again, it all comes down to that unity and that wanting to better yourself. So let's have some pride and some sense of togetherness, and it will definitely go a long way. So thank you.